Hello and welcome to the Stockyard Industrial Lead. I'm Eric Miller, and today I'm going to give you a basic overview or a welcome video of the layout for anyone who hasn't operated on here before. The Stockyard Industrial Lead is an HO scale small switching layout that is set in the Omaha area in the early 1990s and is based on a short line in South Omaha that also covers part of the former Rock Island. So let's get started. The first area that you'll walk into after you come through the door is the crew lounge over here. And directly behind that, you'll find the dispatcher's desk and operations center. And here you'll find some tools to help you get started and familiarize yourself with the layout, including have some layout plans and maps and also a job description. This is the work for the operating session for the day. And then we also have conductor tools over here. These include pencils and switch sticks. You're welcome to bring your own, and also keys and flags and other tools that you use during the op session. An operating session consists of two crews, a conductor and an engineer. The conductor basically controls all the train movements, while the engineer operates at the discretion of the conductor. And then there's also an industry foreman or dispatcher, which is me. And I may also run a Burlington Northern or Union Pacific transfer during the session. So today we've got three locations to cover: the South Omaha Yard, Albright, and Bellevue. So let's start at the South Omaha Yard, which is right in front of us. You'll first find the locomotive at the yard office, which is the former Rock Island depot over here. The engineer has the proto throttle to run the train. And common functions that you might want to look at on the proto throttle include the horn, bell, throttle handle, reverser, brake, and lights. So I'll just go over those real quick with you. This is the bell, the air horn up here, and this is the forward or reverse, and this is the throttle handle right here. And we won't need to worry about the lights because those will be on all the time. So that's what the engineer gets. And the conductor will get the switch list that I just showed you before, as well as the other tools that we went over. One thing I want to point out while we're here, a couple things, is these cup holders. If you have a drink, feel free to use these. They're located around the layout. Also want to point out the Washington Street signals. So Washington Street's controlled by traffic signals for the crossing, and so if you're the conductor, before moving through here, you want to throw it so that the auto traffic comes to a stop and you get an approach signal for the train. And when you're done using this crossing, then just switch it back to the auto traffic. And the yard is, let's go over that real quickly, is a 4-track yard. And this is where you'll find your cars that you need to switch all the industries. And as the crew, you'll get to block or classify your train as you wish. Okay, the next location is Albright, which we were in a little bit here. There's 6 industries: Millard Refrigerated, which is the cold storage back here in the background. There's also a transload back here with 2 tracks. In the front we have Darling International, which is tallow and tank cars. And then in the back is this little spur track here is the City of Omaha sewer plant. And then we have another cold storage. This is U.S. cold storage back here. One thing I want to point out is that we have track diagrams along the layout fascia. And these help you figure out where you need to spot cars and also where the industries are and also what location you're in. There's also locations that have doors with padlocks to act as the gate to be unlocked, and also locations that have larger doors with car spotting instructions inside. So this is an example of a car spotting instruction. You'll see this on your switch list. It'll come up showing that you should check the box for instructions. So you just use your keys to unlock the padlock, open it up, and if there's instructions, there'll be a little note inside to tell you where to spot cars. And then when you're done, go ahead and lock that. And That's it. And another thing to point out is all mainline turnouts have a lock, and before you use the turnout at all, make sure to use, again, your conductor keys, or the smaller key, and you just unlock the switch, and then you can move it like that. And when you're all done, just remember to lock the switch again. Another thing to point out is the use of blue flags. Before moving any equipment at the industrial spurs, make sure to ask the foreman, which is me, to move the flag for you when you're ready to work. And then when you're all done, make sure to tell the foreman that you're all done and the blue flag is ready to be put back, and I will put it back for you. Okay, now we'll head on down to Bellevue. Now here in Bellevue we have a siding, Gemini siding, which is used to run around the train, and also you can use it to help block the cars that you might need for the industries back here. We have 3 industries here in Bellevue. There's the Bellevue Leader printing press, which is back there. We have Payless Cashways, which is a lumber yard, and we have our ready mix concrete back here. One thing to point out is the use of the yellow brake chocks, which I'll show you how it works here at the siding. These come in handy in a couple spots where there might be a slight grade. And so if you see that your cars are rolling freely on a grade like here where the siding is, just get one of these yellow chocks, place it under the wheel, and it'll stop the car from rolling. And another thing I want to show you is the use of flags when you're doing a reverse move and the locomotive is not leading the train and the crossing is not protected, like we have here at 36th Street. The conductor will use the flags to flag the crossing. And so just put these flags one on each side, and you'll be able to move the car through just like that after the crossing is protected. And this is basically the end of the layout. There's a small little track here that can be used for any movements of cars, and the track basically ends right before the Papio Creek here, the Papio Creek Bridge. Okay. So those are basically the main things that you need to know about the railroad before you come to operate on here. And as I said, just wanted to give you a quick overview of the layout so you know how it runs and where everything is located. And feel free to ask me any questions that you might have at all on this video. And make sure to check out the website for more information if you want a layout plan and more the job description and other things like that. It's on stockyardlead.com. So thanks for watching the video, and for anybody who's coming to operate soon, I can't wait to host you and looking forward to seeing you. And thanks again, and I'll see you next time.